I guess whenever you're on, there's like all these questions because I'm like, I want to ask him this, I want to ask him that, just because you're just such an open book when it comes to these conversations, which I really appreciate. But it's just like when we're looking at the steps or phases of manhood, and like you said, when you were in that space when you were younger till now, but what guided you? Like, was there someone in your life that kind of directed you, hey man, no, go this way, not this way? Or was that just something that you experienced more so as self-discovery?
It was a combination of things, right? It was a combination
Okay.
of the men in my life, my uncles, my pastor. One thing about them is that they all are in happy love. Like
Mm,
they're not just married, but they're happily married. Like
that's good.
people don't really understand the significance of someone saying I'm happily married, right? Versus someone saying I'm married. Because there's a lot of married people out there who are sadly
Or
married.
or a single, like you're married but you're
Yeah,
doing everything on your own.
right. Singly married or you're painfully married, you know. But all the men in my life were happily married, and I aspired and I saw their relationships, and I was like, okay, there's something there. And to this day, they're in that same relationship, that same marriage.
Mm,
So it's like, all right, something's working there. What in him is helping that bond stay this strong, you know? So it was a combination of that, seeing them and aspiring after what they have, and um, and being instructed by men of good heart, men of goodwill, and faithful men. Um, Growing up, I was guided by men who followed the laws of the streets. You know, uh, would tell you, "Oh, you need to do it this way because this is how you get the bag," or "This is how you
I
get."
hear that New Jersey coming out.
Like, yo, bro, this is what you want to do, all right? You know, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. This is how you get lit,
Our
man.
friends on the East Coast, so I know everything is joined.
Yeah, everything joined. Oh, that's Philly there. That's like South Jersey.
Yeah,
But yeah, just listening to those type of dudes, man. After a while, you keep getting the same results, man. Like nothing changes. That's why you'll see the same dude talking that same mess at 50 years old, 60 years old, 40 years old in the street saying the same mess. And I just got tired after a while. I'm a Leo, so I'm like very bossy about my life, right? I want to live my life the way it should be lived, you know. So I got tired of that. I was like, you know what? I need something new. I need something that's like good for me. And then that's when I started to, go the other direction. So it's two things. It's like you actually have to have men who want the best for you and who want to show you the right way and that they're living that life. They're not just telling you that they're living it. And the second thing is you have to be inspired and encouraged by that thing that you want. You have to be around it. You have to take it in. You have to learn from it. You have to be coachable, you know. You got to be humble, you know. So things like that. So you got to see it physically, feel it physically, and you have to want it.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you spoke to environment, which is really important, just as far as what we listen to, who we talk to, who we hang around, what we're reading, what we're watching, and living in expectation. We hear this phrase so much. So the importance of protecting your senses, going through these transitions from, the young man to now where you're in grown man mode for real. Um, and there's lots of temptation out here. So what are you doing, or what is your advice to those that are working towards that and having these expectations as far as healthy relationships and family and career and business and education, but protecting what you're entertaining in that process?
That's a good question.
Because, social media, everything is like, all you have to do is scroll. You're one DM away from risking it all. So what do you say? Like, for real, like, it's wild out here,
Yeah, it's true.
but what do you say to those that may be struggling on the fence or wanting to get out of it or wanting to be a better man, like protecting your senses and your environment in those spaces?
You kind of said part of the answer I would give, and that's to avoid your temptations. You got to be real with yourself, right? And being in real with yourself, you have to acknowledge your weaknesses. You got to acknowledge what you struggle with, the things that can tempt you, right? So, in knowing whatever weaknesses you have to try your best to avoid those things. Some people are very easily molded. You'll have people that get taken advantage of because they're so nice. They're too nice to a fault. They just a yes man, yes woman. They will rather please others than please themselves, right? That can be your weakness, or your weakness can be women. It could be men. It could be lust, right? So
the vices, those proclivities that are very dangerous, especially now.
Yeah. And one thing that really taught me that being a human is a journey, because it was when I learned from someone I truly respect, right? And he told me like he has struggles, and I was shocked because I look at this man like, my idol, my role model, and I'm just like, whoa.
But he's a person. Yeah.
I'm like, you struggle with that? And he told me what it was. And I was just like, wow. And he told me like all the things that he does to not, entertain those things, as he does what he does in his life. And that made me put myself in perspective, like, yo, what is my weakness? What are my temptations? And that's one thing. That's one reason why I kind of stay away from my comments. I mean, not my comments, my DMs in my Instagram, because I get a lot of DMs, of course, and because I'm exposed to a lot of people. But you have to know, like, everybody ain't out there for you.
Right. Yeah. I you know what, which is wild. The DM thing has never been an issue for me. I'm nowhere on your levels on the social media scale, but I am to a degree exposed a little. Because I still feel like I'm still kind of under the radar. If I look at analytics, like, you're up here, and I'm like, hey. But it's just like the damn thing has not been my issue. I maybe have one or two, and I just mean like, okay, you're weird, block. But that's never been the thing for me. I think because those that really know me, when it comes to things like that, I'm serious. I don't play that. I've had guys tell me, I would have talked to you, but you seem high maintenance, or like you want too much, and so therefore I wouldn't talk to you. But then in the podcasting journey, I've learned that's crap. That's not an excuse. It's only because your intentions weren't pure anyway. And you figure like, oh, I can't again, and I had to learn that by having conversations with men like you. And so in these conversations, I'm like, okay, I wasn't interested in you anyway. But the DM situation has never been an issue for me. I may have had some admirers from afar, but no one's been that bold or deliberate to be in my DMs like that. So yeah,
I mean, it's a good thing. That's a good thing.